Hey guys, it's me Jack here and welcome back to another video. So I made this video 4 years ago and I did not think I'd be remaking it. However, the Clone Wars is back on Disney Plus now. We've got some new clones, and also looking back at my old list, I'm not sure I got it completely right, so that's why we're redoing this video. We're back with the top 10 clones from Star Wars The Clone Wars, so let's get into it. Coming in at number 10 is Commander Wolff, and the reason the Wolff is so low down on this list is that he's not a favourite of mine. But I do know that he's a massive overall fan favourite, as was mentioned in the comment section of my first video quite a lot, that you guys felt he should have been on the list. And it's reinforced by the fact he reappeared in Star Wars Rebels. In the Clone Wars, Wolff served under Jedi Plo Koon, and he was the leader of the Wolff Pack. So yeah, as I say, he is a fan favourite, and that's why he gets onto this list, but only at number 10. Next up is Clone 99. Now, 99 was part of a bad batch of clone troopers, and he ended up working in maintenance on the clone homeworld of Kamino. Despite this, he still played a major role in a few episodes of the show. He was the reason behind Heavy becoming the good leader that he did for Domino Squad, and helped them to pass through their trials as cadets. He also played a big role during the Battle of Kamino, where he did eventually lose his life. However, he did this heroically, trying to get more supplies for Rex Cody, 5's Ekko, and a group of cadets who were pinned down by droids in the barracks. And number 8 is Commander Cody. Cody isn't an outstanding clone trooper in my opinion, but he's still one of the more prominent clone troopers in the TV show. And he's also one of very few clones who makes that transition from the show into the movies. He was commander of the 212th Attack Battalion and served under General Kenobi in the Clone Wars, and in episode 3 that's where we see him execute Order 66 and instruct his troopers to try and kill Obi-Wan and blast him and the giant space lizard thing off the side of a cliff. Coming in at number 7 we have Boyle. Boyle served in Ghost Company and was part of the 212th Attack Battalion in the Clone Wars. He played a big part in the Battle of Ryloth story arc, the second Battle of Geonosis, and towards the end of the war he was part of a mission alongside Obi-Wan and Anakin in a search for Quinlan Vos, Count Dooku and Asajj Ventress. He was an underrated clone in my opinion, who wasn't on the list first time round, and perhaps he deserved to be. Now of course you can't have Boyle without having Waxer, so he comes in at number 6 on the list. The early part of Waxer's story is very similar to Boyle's. However, the reason he beats Boyle out on the list is for the part he played in the Battle of Umbara. Waxer died in the friendly fire incident that was set up by General Krell, and I think that knowing Waxer was a trooper who lost his life in this situation made this scene hit home a lot more and made it a lot more powerful, as he was a trooper that the fans already knew and loved from the show, rather than just an unnamed clone that we didn't know anything about. So number 5 on the list is kind of cheating, because it's all 4 members of Bad Batch, because I feel like they deserve to be on the list, but I don't think you can take just one of them. They all come as a package deal. I've seen the unreleased Bad Batch episodes, and from the trailer for season 7, it doesn't look like the plot for these episodes have been changed. However, as I live in the UK, I don't have access to Disney Plus yet, so I can't say for certain, but maybe some of you guys who do have access can let me know down in the comments if the storyline is the same. So Bad Batch are a clone commander unit of troopers who had specially designed genetic mutations. The leader of the group was Sergeant Hunter, who had enhanced sensory abilities. We have Tech, who has enhanced mental capacity, Wrecker, who had enhanced muscles, and Crosshair, who had amazing eyesight. They made up the Bad Batch of clone troopers, and as I say, they are playing a big role in a story arc in season 7 on Disney+. Ekko comes in at number 4, and he's the first member of Domino Squad to make this list. He's another great clone trooper, and he plays a major role throughout the entire TV show. He was heavily involved in the Battle of Kamino, at the end of which he was promoted to Arc Trooper. He was also an important part in a stealth rescue mission at the Separatist Citadel prison, which is where he was thought to have been killed, but as we now know from the Bad Batch episodes, he will reappear, or is reappearing currently, in Season 7 on Disney+, and this makes him the longest surviving member of Domino Squad. Number 3 is Clone Commando Gregor. Gregor is a great character and part of one of my favourite story arcs from the whole show. In these episodes he fights on the planet's surface against an onslaught of battle droids, allowing Colonel Gascon and the droids to escape back to the Republic. At this time it was thought he would survive the battle and return to the Republic, which is what he did promise to do in the episode, and clearly he did manage to do this, as he once again reappeared in Star Wars Rebels alongside Rex and Wolff, His character in Rebels was clearly struggling with some post-traumatic stress disorder from the Clone Wars, which is perfectly understandable, but even so, I found his character in Rebels a bit too over the top and annoying, and it kind of tarnished how I saw him as a character a little bit. Number 2 on the list is Captain Rex. I feel that Rex has to rank high on this list, as he did the first time around I made this video. He's probably the most important trooper in the TV show. He serves under Anakin Skywalker and is obviously the leader of the 501st Legion. Rex is a great character and is heavily involved in most of the battles and adventures that take place throughout the TV show, making him one of the best loved characters by Clone Wars fans, and that's why he is at number 2 on this list. And number 1 is Fives. This is unchanged from the first video because Fives is my favourite clone trooper. He, like Ekko and Rex, plays a major role throughout the TV series, and his most prominent role is probably part of the season 6 episodes that did get released. Him, along with Tup, discovered the chips that were placed into clone troopers' heads that would lead them to turn on the Jedi in Order 66. However, he was shot dead before he could tell Anakin and Rex about the scheme. At this point, it was thought he was the longest surviving member of Domino Squad, but obviously Ekko's back now, so that is no longer the case. But yeah, as I say, Fives is my favourite clone, so I can't not put him at number 1. So guys, that is my list, and that is all for this video. If you liked the video, then make sure you drop a like on it, that would be awesome. And if you think there are clones that didn't get included that should have been, and trust me, making this list, there was a lot of clones who could have made it, but I'd had to leave out. If you guys thought that some of them should have been on, then leave them down in the comments below. And do not forget to subscribe to the channel with your notification bell turned on, so you never miss a video. That's going to be all for this one, guys, so thank you very much for watching, and I will see you soon with another video. Goodbye.